Yes. So let us try inviting Ahmed again. Okay.
Hi, Fatma.
Okay. Hi. How are you? I think you need to fix the camera so that we can see you properly a little bit. Yeah, very clearly. Can you hear me? Yeah. Yes, Ahmed. Can you hear me? So you are putting on the headphones. Okay.
Hi, Fatma. Can
Yes, I can hear you very clearly. Can you hear me? What is the issue? Hello. Hello, Ahmed. Can you hear me? I see that your screen is frozen somehow. Gardener's ink left. Okay. Joined again. Let me try sending you the invitation again. Sending you the invitation again. He left.
you hear me now?
Oh yes. Yes. Very clearly. I can hear you.
Okay.
But you're
How are
just in the
you?
side of the camera. Yeah. You're
Oh,
just
now I'm in.
yeah,
Okay.
now it is fine. Now it is fine. So you can hear
All
me
right.
clearly as well?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank God. Thank God to the technology. Okay,
Thank God.
so welcome
And
everyone.
that's yeah.
Yeah, welcome everyone. I'm naturally Fatma, and I invite you all to our Insta Live series on Relax with Roses. And in this Insta Live series, we are finding what is the happy place for people around us. And so I'm a nature connected lifestylist, and my work is all around guiding people into a self love journey by connecting with nature elements like sun, moon, plants, water, and soil. And today we have Ahmed with us. I must say that I should pat on my back to have Ahmed here because this is such a big task and big achievement to have him on the camera. So thank you so much, Ahmed, for joining us. For our listeners, Ahmed is basically a businessman in real estate and equity, and he also is a full-time father and a wonderful grower. I mean, I have seen his journey from when he didn't know what was gardening all about, and now, mashallah, he is running a wonderful, very progressive community which has national as well as international participation. And other than that, he is a nature lover. So before we dive into the questions for today's live call, Ahmed, would you like to add something to your introduction? Yeah, Ahmed, can you hear me? I can see you, but your screen is a little bit frozen. Okay, the internet is working fine. Yes, I can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me?
Yes.
Sorry for this. Unfortunately, we're in a third world country. However, let's look at the positives.
Mm.
Thank you for having me here. It's a very spontaneous one-on-one on-air conversation with Fatma, and uh, it feels good to be here. It's something that uh, uh, being on live with someone who you've been following since probably 6 years. I've known you since 6 years since
Yeah.
I started this journey of growing my own food and vegetables.
Yes.
So here we are talking about questions uh, which are deep and personal, yet allows
Yes.
you to discover yourself more. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that she initiated this, where an individual can, you know, self-reflect after possibly saying what they feel,
Yeah.
which works for
So,
them.
so moving on to our first question, Ahmed. What do you understand by a happy place? I mean, when this word comes to your mind, happy place, what meanings do you associate with it? That what does it mean to be a happy place?
Happy place is some place where, at least for happy place for me, is where I feel relaxed, connected with people from the same synergy, and those are relationship and the day-to-day activities that surrounds us.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's a happy place
Can
for
you
me.
speak a little bit louder, Eman, because your voice is coming a little slow. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a happy
Now
place
it
for
is
me.
very good. Now it is very good.
Yeah,
Now the
yeah.
okay. So yeah. So I got it. What you're saying is that happy place is somewhere you feel relaxed and you are synergistically connected with like-minded people, sharing the same vibrations, so sharing the same energy, right? So moving on to our next question. So, what do you think are those moments or those spaces or those relationships which gives you a feeling of fullness, which gives you a feeling of completeness? That, for example, if this combination of people or surrounding or things are around you, you feel like the world is complete, the life is complete, and you don't need anything more around it. After it, yeah.
Can you please repeat the first part of the question? I actually couldn't, due to the connection, I
I'm
couldn't hear you.
saying, I'm saying, what are those moments, spaces, or relationships where you feel where you feel a state of fullness or a state of completeness. So for example, if this combination of things are around you, or if this combination of environment or people are around you, you feel totally complete and you don't need anything else in the world, in life, in that moment.
Hmm, very deep. Uh, for me, I'm still in the self-discovery of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm still in the self-discovery of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel for the relationship which you inquired, one has to have, and for me, I feel that the relationship has to be authentic, real, uh,
Mm-hmm.
something which doesn't have, which something, a relationship which relates you to another person. With
Mm-hmm.
that, you have love, compassion, respect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that in the past couple of years, I've been able to meet and maintain and alhamdulillah cherish all of those relationships that I've maintained, and I'm glad that I've met so many people like that in that
Wow,
space.
that's wonderful. Hmm.
In that space. Speaking about it, those people, you can't have so many people in abundance. It's like it's a discovery, right? The people
Hmm.
that you find out, people that you meet in your life, and your goals, your alignments, your things that you want to be, and how you want to perceive things. You meet people and then you connect, and then you build on those relationships. So yeah, those are the kind of relationship that I love and want to cherish. And
Hmm.
what kind of space? Uh, space. It has to be the space that we are in at the moment. Of course, I live a city life. At the same time, I take out time for gardening. So, I mean, it teaches you patience. It teaches you life cycle. It teaches you, it teaches you how amazing the entire process is. I mean, there is somebody who's behind it,
Hmm.
you you feel so great about it, and the kind of people that you connect with that, and the kind of people, the space that you're in, and you meet those kind of people is amazing. So these are the two things that I think are very important for me. However, the moments in my day-to-day life that you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I also see it as a journey. For example,
Hmm.
the happy place. For example, if you are saying it's nature, or if you are saying it's intimate, compassionate, authentic relationships, so we grow up, right? We grow up by age as well, and by maturity, and by consciousness, and by awareness as well. So our definition of happy place keeps changing, the way we are
Indeed.
experiencing life. So I mean, definitely at some point of life you might would have a different happy place. Now at this point of life, in this time, space, and reality, this is what your happy place is, right?
Indeed, indeed. And I would love to give it more time and my energy
Mm.
towards it, which makes
Mm.
me feel relaxed
Mm.
and nice about it. Yeah.
So I mean, just deepening one question from your responses. So was so when you're saying relationships, right? When you're saying that compassionate, authentic relationships. So um, was there a different happy place other than relationships before in your life, and it was a journey that you now feel that, yeah, this is something which where you feel full and complete.
Uh, uh, as you said, and like I said, as you as you mature with age, your your likes and your likes change, and your life also evolves, right? For
Yes.
me, earlier, the happy place was to be successful, and how I would define
Okay.
successful is how I would define successful is by having a good business, a good empire. But with time, but with time, when I met this people, these people in this gardening space, and I met so many different individuals while I was studying and graduating, and then post my uh, university life. I encountered there's more to it as well. There has to be inner
Mm.
satisfaction, and one can find inner satisfaction in anything.
Mm.
It's still a journey. It's still a
Yeah,
journey,
and it
and
is a different for
of
everyone.
course, that part of being successful. Indeed. And that part of being and happy, that part of being happy is now no more to be that successful, which I intended. Now it's
Hmm.
shifting, and now I want to be, more calm, relaxed, and I mean, content with the existing relationships that I have and meet people in the same space,
That's a very important point.
as
I
you dig
think
into the
to be
questions.
content with whatever you have, and more important than that, that it can be a safe space for you. I mean, that would be like a heaven in earth you are living. Seriously. Okay, so moving on to our next question, Emmett. So, how do you see that what do you see the contribution of these happy places in one's life or in your life? For example, what if these happy places are not in our lives? So, what would be different, or what we would be lacking in our life, or where would be performing good or more if the contribution of this happy place is the way we really want it. So, what is the contribution of this happiness?
Uh, so if I've understood it correctly, I mean, we live in a 21st century world where everything's so fast-paced, right? I mean, where you're seeing a pandemic, and then post that, a lot of geo-economical stuff going on in the world.
Yes.
Uh, I think it's very important to actually have that happy place and have those milestones where uh, which you achieve or which you fulfill, uh, that that makes an individual uh, content. And it's so
Mm,
important to have that happy place, because whatever it may be, but I think calmness is compassion, self-love, which are these are difficult subjects, and it's so important to have that in your life, which I
mm,
feel as I'm growing old and of course maturing.
mm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that space is essential in that aspect. I hope I've understood your question correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So moving on to our next question. So what in your whole day, I mean, in the whole daily schedule which you follow, what is that one thing which you do for your own self, which is only for your own happiness, which is only for Ahmed's to be in the state of inner peace or calm? So, what is that one thing which you do for your own happiness in the whole day?
Hmm. Uh, I try to take out time
Hmm.
for
I
that,
can hear you, Ahmed. Hmm.
and that happy space is me playing with my child, and
Ah.
enjoying that moment as she grows old.
Hmm. Okay. So it is
But I would
like
love to
playing
take
with your.
out,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
but I would love to take out more time where I actually meditate and self-reflect as well. As
Hmm.
I speak, I'm learning a lot of things, and I'm trying to incorporate that in my
Hmm.
in myself. Yeah.
That's beautiful because even I think and here I would say that you are very fortunate that you can play with a child, whether it's your daughter or anyone else, on a daily basis, because a child itself is such a free spirit, and they don't have any
Indeed.
do's and don'ts in their mind. They just want to follow the path of follow the moment of curiosity. What is in this? Where it is in this? What I will do if this will happen and all. So their minds are still very relaxed from all these standards and fixations. So I can really relate that it would definitely be a sense of joy to play with your own child or play with any child specifically. So wonderful, thank you. That's a wonderful suggestion, by the way. Acha, okay. So, what was the one suggestion you would like to give to our listeners, to our followers of Gardeners Inc. or my followers, that what one thing they can do in their life, in their day-to-day activities, to find their place of happiness? What one suggestion you would like to?
Uh, I think
A little louder.
with
Speak a little louder.
I think with every passing day, and where there's so much of social media and the internet age and a lot of distractions, the suggestion would be to take out time for yourself, uh, meditate, uh,
Mhm.
do what you love, and do
Mhm.
what you feel like doing, uh,
Mhm.
and not live a life that somebody else wants you to live. Those are fortunate
Mhm.
people who are blessed to do and blessed to have a profession, what
Mhm.
they wanted to do and what their hobby was and is.
Mhm.
So I would suggest to self-reflect and live your life because you only live once. Uh, that's it, really.
So true. So true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that is again a very wonderful suggestion, because uh, number one, the most important thing which people feel in a daily life is to take out time for themselves. And even if it is just for 5 minutes, and just for 5 minutes you can sit with yourself and breathe, that is such a feeling or space of relaxation, such a feeling of inner contentment. So and
Indeed.
I think a garden is one of those places where actually one can do such kinds of, even any place, whether it's your home or your workplace, but a garden is actually one such place where you sit and self reflect, and you are actually an observer. The gardening actually teaches you to be an observer, a very good observer. And that's and if we apply same thing on our own selves, that how we observe on our own selves and how we self reflect on our own selves, so that is something which really take one towards the path of happiness. So thank you so much, Ahmed, for answering these wonderful questions. And moving forward, I would really like to know about this community of Gardeners Inc. And what is this community about? What are your ambitions or aspirations related to this community, and how one can become part of it or contribute towards it?
Uh, Thank you very much, Fatma, for having me. Uh, Life is a little busy these days, the past couple of days and weeks. However, I was excited to be here and talk to you, and that too on a public forum. Uh, Gardeners Inc. is a community where we encourage people from all professions to come in, join. Uh, it's a WhatsApp based community, and the objective is to basically educate people to grow their own food and vegetable. And of course, with every day, they have different challenges with their vegetables, or maybe anything that they're growing. So it's a space where you meet like-minded people, where you seek help and give help. With that, you it's a virtual place so far, where you provide solutions, seek answers, and love love the nature related activity and enjoy. And that moment in your day where you can take out time and give it to your garden and that space. So it's we have 130 people so far, and we plan on to have more. And how one can join is by sending a PM on Instagram page and
Okay.
get connected to us.
Okay.
And uh, and future is that we want to make it and meet like-minded people, more like-minded people, and like make it and bring it to a bigger audience, where at least 2/3 or 1/3 of the people are actually trying to talk about it or trying to get engaged to it. Yeah.
Okay. That's wonderful. I mean, because the current situation we are facing, in the environment, in the ecosystem, in the foods, and the way food is being grown and everything. I think these kinds of initiatives and these kinds of community support systems are a must for anybody who is an enthusiast or anybody who's interested. They can join in and they can become part of this community, and they can also improve their lives. I mean, they have the power to improve their lives, they have the power to improve their own health and their own connections just by being part of this community.
And the
So
beauty is that one doesn't have to subscribe to any membership.
huh,
It's available to all, and you can just follow the rules and guidelines, and
hmm,
you're in there,
hmm.
you know.
That's wonderful. So thank you so much, Ahmed, for saying yes to my call and coming on live here on the camera
Thank you for having
and
me, and
answering.
yeah.
So I would just like to add here that are these What's Your Happy Place Insta Live series is continued, and we would be having a couple of more people around and listening from them about their perspective, because I'm trying to make it as inclusive as possible from different age groups, from geographical spaces, from different strata, social strata, so that so that people get to know that this happy place is not for any one specific group of people. It is for everyone. It is actually so much necessary in this post-COVID world scenario. It is necessary for everyone. And after these Insta Live series are going to end, then I would definitely officially be launching the Relax with Roses self-love journey with everyone. So stay tuned with
Wow.
us, and thank you so much for being part of this journey, for being part of this platform and sharing this energy, your insights in such a compassionate and authentic way. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having me. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye bye.